So Michael, obviously looking at the squad, no Gareth McAuley. Can you just share a bit more about that?
Yeah, look, Gareth's he's just not ready to come in and be part of it yet. He had a little knock after the last international and went back to Rangers, who he just signed for, and he's only back in training the last 3 or 4 days. So it would be unrealistic to ask him to come in and play in international football. I think the risk of injury would be too great for Gareth, and the last thing we want is another injury which will set him back a little bit further. So I spoke with Rangers in the last 24 hours and we both agreed it was probably in the players and everyone's best interest that he remains at Rangers. And as I say, you know, the plan is for Gareth long term is to be with us obviously in November and going forward. And
obviously without a player like Gareth involved, do you always see it as a chance for someone else to prove themselves?
Of course it is. You know, Craig and Johnny, you know, a very strong partnership, both playing the Premier League. You know, Tom Flanagan comes in, he's playing at Sunderland, he's got into the Sunderland team now, so Tom is a player with just 1 cap, but he's a player that we believe hopefully can push through. And we always have Aaron as well. You know, Aaron's off the back of an injury, but he's got more football in his legs than what Gareth has. You know, Gareth's not played for us since Costa Rica. Aaron's played obviously this season for Hearts. So, you know, we're maybe a little bit light in that position in terms of options. But it's you know, as I say, we have possibly other options in the squads that we could turn to if need be.
And obviously Gavin Whyte off the back of scoring on his debut here, playing for Oxford. How impressed have you been with him?
Very much. Gavin's made a real impact at Oxford, there's no doubt. I think in the early part of the season they sort of nursed him through a little bit and he started some games and came off the bench in others, but in recent weeks he's basically started every game since the last international, and had a lot of positive reports. You know, he's a player, I think, you know, that if he adapts to English football, which he clearly has done, can really progress. Wide players that score goals are always highly valued, and Gavin has the knack of scoring a goal as well as his all-round game, and he impressed very much when he was in training with us for the last game, and no doubt he'll do the same again.
And obviously looking back on the Bosnia game, a game that we all felt we should have got 3 points from, so does that fill you with confidence going out and facing Bosnia and Austria away?
Yeah, I mean the games are difficult. The double header away from home is always difficult, and you know we'll have to play Austria first. They lost their first game as well. When you've got a four game group, there's not a lot of room for error. We do feel a little bit hard done by that result, but it's gone, and Bosnia are in a very strong position, having beat Austria. But you know, the purpose of these games is to further develop the squad to get us to a point where when the qualifiers come around in March, we'll be better equipped to deal with the qualification process for Euro 2020. Ideally, we would have loved to win this group, but still not beyond us to do that. But certainly, you know, we have to make sure that we try and take something in these 2 games and do as well as we can in the competition.
And that's what I was going to say, is obviously there is still a big possibility with good results away from home that we can still top and win this group. Yeah,
we have to. We'd have to certainly probably be looking at a minimum of 4 points in that situation, and then we would obviously have to win the last home game, and it would still pretty much be in Bosnia's hands at that point in time. But we'll take them game by game. Austria will obviously want to put their result behind them, where they lost 1-0 in Sarajevo, and we will try and obviously get points on the board. We've won in Austria before, so the challenge is there to go and do it again.
I was also going to say, is it ideal to make sure you stay in this group to keep up that high opposition that you'll be facing continually?
It is. No one really knows the impact of the Nations League at this minute in time, because in relation to Euro 2020 qualification, the next time it comes around will be 2 years from now, and we would certainly like to be in League B. If you weren't in League B, in League C, it wouldn't be a disaster. If you're in League A, it would be great. You'd be playing the best teams in Europe. So there's many factors in it. You know, we're slowly developing the team as well, and so it's important that, you know, we recognise that, you know, some of the players are going to be in the next 2 years will come to the end of their international careers, and you know, we have to use these games and these tournaments to maintain the strength in the team, but also bring a bit of new blood into the team as well.